Hey everyone, it's Natalie. I know I haven't been on in like 2 months, but that's just because I'm living my life and being happy and just, moving forward. And I just feel like a lot of times when I know these videos help people, but when I'm focusing on making videos, I'm focusing on the past, not the future or the present. And it can kind of bring some of that CPTSD back into my life. And what I've noticed is when I'm just living my best life, I'm just being happy and living in the moment and appreciating everything that I've worked so hard to accomplish in my life, focusing on my special needs children at school that I'm helping and things like that. I don't really think about the past. And what I can tell you is that those people are so irrelevant in my life that it's taken many years to get to where I am. And so when I'm in a happy place and I'm moving forward and I see my goals being met and I'm not thinking about things, I'm just, honestly, I don't want to make videos because things have been going so good. But for you people out there that feel like this is like never going to end, that you are just going to be in this cycle of repetitive thinking and not moving forward and letting the way the narcissistic in-law stunt your growth, if you don't push past that, you are just going to live a drama-filled, unpleasant life, like I was. And for you guys out there that feel like it's never going to end, it does. But it takes time. And it's not going to happen overnight. What I can tell you is to grow as an individual, to move forward in life and stop thinking about this, is that you just need to get these people out of your life. Because if you keep them in your life, then that cycle of CPTSD never goes away. It never, you're just stuck thinking about it all the time. You're in that drama life. And the only way to get out of that is excluding yourself out of that relationship that your spouse might have with their parents. And I can tell you that the way that I've handled the situation with my husband having contact now, he started contact a few years ago with his parents, and me staying out of it has worked. Now it may not work for everyone, but for my case, I had to grow as an individual to realize that just because my spouse has a relationship with his parents doesn't mean it has to affect me as a person or affect our family or affect the way I live my life. And when I realized that I just didn't care anymore what these people thought of me, and I just lived the life that I wanted to live, I became so much happier. I don't care about being judged. I don't care what they have to say. I'm not making amends. I'm not, floating the idea around of hope that one day they'll come around. I just accepted it for what it is, the way it is, and said, okay, well, you know what? They don't have to have me in their life. I don't really care. I really don't want them in my life. And I stopped hanging on to hope. And I think one of the main things, I'm trying to get this steady. One of the main things is letting go of that woulda, coulda, if only type of attitude, or wanting to prove oneself to the narcissistic in-laws. Like, you have to get over that. Get over it. I think a lot of it is ego. You have to get over your own ego that someone doesn't like you. Oh, well, and you kind of have to live that life that you're just like, someone doesn't like you, fine. As long as you like yourself, as long as you accept yourself, as long as you love yourself, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Other people don't have to love you, but as long as you love yourself and you're doing what is right for yourself, then that is the biggest goal that you should have in life. And I think ego stops us a lot of times from realizing that not everyone's going to like you, no matter how good of a person you are, no matter how many wonderful things you do for people or whatever it is. There's just going to be people out there that are jealous and envious and are going to have bad intentions for you. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's not only my in-laws that I come to realize it's not only my in-laws that may not like me. There's other people in this world that don't like me for being the person I am, and I accept it. And when it comes to those people, I'm like, you know what? You don't have to like me. I don't care. And that's the way that I approach my in-laws. Because, like, if a complete stranger in public says something nasty to you or judges you, are you going to go home and think about it nonstop and cry and make conflict out of it? No, you're just going to say, I don't know those people. They don't know me. I don't really care what they have to say about me. And you're just going to move past it and live your best life. And that's the way you have to approach your narcissistic in-laws. Is that okay? You literally, and I've said this in so many videos, you literally have to start treating them like complete strangers, because the way that they treat you is like a complete negative stranger, right? So and if you've never had that type of relationship with them to begin with, they really are strangers. And so that's the type of attitude that you have to have towards these people. Like, these people are strangers to me. They haven't given me the opportunity to get to know me. They don't know the way I live my life. They don't know who I am as a person. They haven't taken the opportunity to do so. So I'm going to stop caring what these people have to say about me, let go of my own ego and say, fine, whatever. That's fine with me, you know? And you can get to that happy place when you stop trying to impress people that you will never be able to impress. You never will. I don't care if you have a PhD or you're a missionary or whatever it is. You will never impress these people. Never. And so when you finally conclude that, you could take a deep breath and let it go. And say, that's fine. I'm going to move past this in my life. I'm going to live my life without judgment. I'm going to focus on my relationship, and I am just going to live my life. I'm going to love my family. I'm going to be the best mother, the best wife, the best girlfriend, whatever it is that you are, to the person that's in my life that actually cares about me and loves me. And when it comes to, I know what y'all say, well, my husband won't let me, blah, 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 blah. You tell your husband to keep that relationship away from you. That's what you do. That's how I live my life. I don't ask questions. Even if, let's say, my in-law said something negative to my husband about me, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. And I know in my experience or my situation with my husband is that my in-laws cannot persuade him to dislike me. They can't persuade him not to love me. It just is. He just loves me. And if you're in a relationship that you're actually scared that the narcissistic in-laws might, or if it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, might persuade them to break up with you, to divorce you or whatever, then why the hell are you in a relationship with them? If it's that easy that someone can persuade your partner out of love with you, then they never really loved you to begin with. That's what I've come to realize throughout all these years. Yeah, I mean, there has been times that my husband didn't stick up for me, and you know, through my videos, you can see where I talk about That's because they're an abuse victim too. Even if you want to disagree and say, there's no way he goes along, well, that's because since birth, they have groomed their child into thinking that what they say goes, what they say is right, whatever it is. But if you're with a partner who is going to be easily persuaded out of the relationship with you, then your relationship is all on false hope. It's all on, just, I don't know. If you're afraid that your partner is going to leave you because of the narcissist, then that was never really your relationship. That was the narcissist relationship. And, I think there just comes a time in your life that you have to make some really tough decisions. And if you don't feel like you can trust your partner, and you feel like you're constantly having to prove the narcissist wrong to your partner, then your partner isn't in this relationship for you. They're in that relationship being controlled by the narc. And what type of relationship is that going to be? Are you going to spend the rest of your life like this? I wouldn't. I know that if my husband was backstabbing me all the time, I wouldn't. There's no way. I wouldn't stay. I'm not going to stay in that cycle of abuse. And I think that's why my husband and I have been together for 23 years, because even though in some ways he allowed the abuse, he also did stick up for me. He also was standing by my side. He also didn't let his mother's agenda ruin the relationship he had with me. And I used to be so pissed at him for not sticking up for me and stuff. Because he would stick up for me with, for certain things and wouldn't for other things. But when I realized that he is just as abused as I am, I realized that it wasn't all his fault. Him not sticking up for me and stuff is because he was a scared little child, the way that the narcissist has groomed him to be. Never speak up to mommy. Never say what's on your mind. Suppress it. Maybe they talk to you about it, but there's never any action with their parent. And now, granted, there are the golden children out there, or even scapegoats or forgotten child that will never stand up for you. They're too brainwashed to do so. But I put it upon myself to show my husband the type of brainwashing that was going on. And it wasn't through fighting or crying. It was through showing him the reality in a calm, collective manner. And he started to see it. It took time. It took years. Not gonna lie. It took years. But I think whenever I was calm about it and actually showed him the negative and positives of whatever the situation might be, and really explained to him how things like that could affect him or affect me or affect our relationship or family, whatever the situation might be, I had to basically unbrainwash him. And yeah, there's still things that I see that I'm like, he's normalized that way too much. But just the way that I deprogrammed him into seeing my reality, my point of view, and then he woke up to the fact that, oh my Lord, you're right. I am definitely programmed into thinking the way that my parents want me to think, that you don't speak until you're spoken to, things like that. He grew as a person. I think that's really important too, is that while you're growing, you need to help expose the narcissist to your partner in a way that is also going to help them grow. Because if there's not growth within your partner, it's going to be a tough situation to be in, because they're still going to kind of want to go along with the narcissist. But it is in some ways, if you're saving your relationship, it is in some ways your responsibility to expose the narcissist in a way that helps grow your partner, expand their mind. But you have to do it in a calm, collective way. But yeah, it's already 15 minutes. Okay, so hopefully I'll do more videos and stuff. But I just wanted to say, yes, I'm still alive. The summer is coming, so I will do more videos during the summer. It's just that I'm, working at the school, teaching special needs, and I'm in my happy place. So, and I'm really praying that you can get there too. It's going to take time and growth within yourself to get where I am. Because at one time, I was where you were. Miserable, upset all the time, never thought this would ever end. And that's why I had to take a stand and improve my situation for myself, because I saw that my partner wasn't going to do it. I put it on myself to make sure that I lived a happy life in the future and stop living in the past. And it is up to you to do so. Peace, love, and harmony. Bye, guys.